A little further to the south of the continent, Angolans have elected their first new president in nearly 40 years, and now they say he must address the glaring gap between rich and poor. Now, despite being Africa's second largest oil producer, Angola ranks consistently in the bottom quarter of the United Nations Human Development Index, and it remains dependent on imports. Most of its citizens live in poverty amid high inflation and unemployment. Viewers Anita Powell reports from Luanda.
On a good day, Kialepo Feliciana brings home about 3,000 kwanzas.
The business is very expensive. That's why I've got little money for home expenses.
Angola's economy is so crippled by inflation that her daily earnings are only worth about $9. Her entire family depends on that.
I would like my son to work, but now my son does not have a job. But he studied and has a certificate, but no job. That's why he's home.
But just across town, a few Angolans are living this sweet life. Here, wealthy patrons can spend Feliciana's entire daily income on one outing for gelato. A one-bedroom condominium here starts at $500,000, but the slump in global oil prices has slowed sales. President-elect João Lorenzo says he wants to lessen dependence on oil.
We believe that with your vote, yes, we're going to develop agriculture, industry, tourism, fisheries, and other branches of the economy.
His political opponents blame the ruling elite for spending the nation's wealth on themselves.
This impoverishment is not because of drop in oil prices, it's because of bad governance. We had a government that was focused on themselves and their family's pocket, rather than to solve the citizens' problems and for the people.
But analysts say Lorenzo is in a difficult situation because the family of retiring President José Eduardo dos Santos still wields enormous economic influence. Roadside mechanic Cardoso Paulo Faustina says he expects more from the new government.
Yeah, for us in the lower class to have a chance to be trained so that we too can try to develop our country.
Like many Luandans, he says, he lusts after the city's flashy cars and nice boutiques. But he wants something far humbler, a chance. Anita Powell, VOA News, Luanda.
Well, about 40 countries have outlawed the use of polythene plastic bags. In Uganda, the transition away from plastic has been slow after declaring a similar ban in 2009. Experts say the thin, often single-use sacks are bad for public health, wildlife, and the environment. Alima Athumani reports for VOA from Kampala that some Ugandan business owners are starting to see opportunity in going green.
In 2009, Uganda banned the manufacture, import and distribution of plastic bags less than 30 microns thick. Yet here are the bags still in use in Kampala in 2017. The National Environment Management Authority has been through several rounds of negotiations with local manufacturers of polythene bags, known locally as Kavera.
Kavera was introduced in the market and people invested and put their money in there. They have arguments relating to employment, to livelihoods, to survival. But there's a major one and a long-term one, which is environmental. So that's where the catch is. You have decision makers that are on both sides. So there has always been tension as to what eventually should be the final position.
Kenya's High Court upheld that country's new polythene ban this month, ruling the environmental concerns trump losses to plastic importers. In Uganda, the government's goal has been to transition local manufacturers of polythene bags to recycling. Among the converted is factory owner Moses Ategeka, who says the 2009 ban does not go far enough.
Look at this. All this is non-recycling, and no one is recycling any of this. The bread wrap I told you is the worst. All this is plastic. But here in Uganda, it is free. When you start talking of the ban is only touching 10% of the plastic bags in the market. And that's where we find it a big loss.
Other local entrepreneurs also see opportunity in going green. 2 years ago, Sharon Nsima started her business extracting fiber from banana stems to make biodegradable paper bags.
The challenge we have is that people consider our products to be expensive, which is true. Like this bag is at 2,000 and this one 3,000. But when you compare our bags and the polythenes, a big polythene is at 300, but our bags are more safer than the polythenes because for them they save the environment. But the polythenes are more dangerous and contaminate the environment.
Shopkeeper Sergio Naturinda says attitudes are slowly changing.
Yes, there are a few challenges here and there, but people are understanding and they are buying our paper bags. We are making money and things are moving on well.
The paper bag business may be in for a boost in Uganda. Kenya has been a key source of polythene bags, so its new ban could mean fewer plastic bags on the streets of Uganda's capital as well. Halima Athmani for VOA News, Kampala.